Hi guys, welcome back to the web. Now, 2020 has been great for games, but let's look into 2021. This article is from Tech Advisor and it's done by Dominic Preston. December 10, 2020. We're near the end of 2020 already. Whew. But there's still plenty to look forward to for gamers. With 2021 bringing massive games like Halo Infinite, Horizon Forbidden West, and best of all, if you ask me, God of War Ragnarok. With the launches of the PS5 and Xbox Series X now behind us, through stock shortages not so much, we can also expect to see graphics get better and better as devs begin to tap into the real potential of the new hardware and begin to develop games that aren't also destined for previously gen hardware. It only gets better from here. Here are the biggest games that are on the way in 2021 or beyond, along with trailers, release dates, and pre-order info, where we have it. If you'd rather find out about great games that are already actually out, your best look is to check out our individual guides to the best games on the PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Switch. And top of this list is New World. The platforms is PC. The release date is spring 2021. Pre-order on Amazon. This long delayed MMORP from Amazon Game Studios started life as a game based on the colonization of America, hence the title, before being retooled into something a little bit more fantastical when everyone pointed out the potential ramifications. It's clearly been through the ringer along the way, but we enjoyed the game when we got to play it. So there's definitely promise there. Then we look at Deadloop. They are on the platforms of the PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC. The release date is the 21st of May 2021. Originally set for 2020, Arkane's Deadloop is now coming in May 2021. When it'll come to PS5 and PC, fans of Xbox Series X and S will get it eventually, but they will have to wait longer. When it arrives, it'll be pretty wild looking time loop shooter. Think Groundhog Day with assassins, and you're halfway there. The next one is Halo Infinite. They're on the platforms Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and the PC. The release date is in autumn 2021. You can pre-order it on Amazon. Halo Infinite will mark the return of Master Chief, but it also allegedly a spiritual reboot for the entire franchise, which is very intriguing. We're now seeing the first gameplay from the title, but that was a short-lived relief, as quickly afterwards it was delayed until autumn to give the team time to respond to some fairly critical fan feedback. Let's hope it looks better by the time the release rolls around. Resident Evil 8 Village. They're on the platforms PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC, and the release date is 2021. After a detour to remake Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, Capcom is returning to the main story in Resident Evil 8 Village, continuing with the protagonist and first-person perspective of Resident Evil 7. This otherwise looks like a bit of a fresh start for the franchise, with a rural, snowy setting and werewolves. Now we're going to look at the next one, which is Horizon Forbidden West. They're on the platforms PS5 and PS4. The release date is 2021. The sequel to the hugely successful Horizon Zero Dawn is due sometime in 2021, and curiously, it'll be coming not only to the PS5 but also to older PS4, since the original got a PC port eventually too. There's high hope that the same will happen here also. Expect another open world with giant robot dinosaurs and more of the same ancient tech aesthetic that made the first game such a hit. The next one is God of War Ragnarok. They're on the platforms PS5. The release date is 2021. The safe money was probably on God of War 2, not arriving until 2022, but it seems the gods are smiling on us. Kratos and son will be back sooner than we'd hope, but going by the title, things won't be so rosy for the Norse world. Ragnarok really ends well for anyone involved. And then we're going to look at Dark Pictures anthology, House of Ashes. They're on the platforms PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and on the PC. The release date is 2021. The third entry is the Dark Pictures anthology is headed to Iraq for a messy tangle between Sumerian devils and a platoon of US troops. As with Man of Medan and Little Hope, expect an interactive horror story mostly played out through quick time events and exploration, with a cast of characters to play as and options for both local and online player. Let's move on to GTA 5 Remastered or Grand Theft Auto 5 Remastered. Platforms PS5, Xbox Series X and PC are used to be played on. The release date is in Q3 and Q4 of 2021. One of the biggest games of all time is getting its third release, as GTA 5 comes to next gen console consoles, the PS5 and Xbox Series X. The expanded and enhanced game is due in late 2021 and will also feature an updated GTA Online now being spun off as a standalone game too. Next we move on to the Rainbow Six Quarantine. Platforms Xbox One, PS4 and PC. The release date is 2021 and 2022. You can pre-order on Amazon. This standalone Rainbow Six title is inspired by the limited time Outbreak event in Rainbow Six Siege, and sees teams of 3 players work together against a technological parasite. It's co-op PvE rather than PvP like Siege, and could be a big hit if it breaks beyond the core Siege fan base. Next we have Far Cry 6. They're on the platforms of PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PC, and on Stadia. Look at Stadia. Release date 2021-2022. Pre-order on Amazon, Game, Walmart, Ubisoft, and Microsoft. Far Cry 6 is Breaking Bad as Giancarlo Esposito steps into the lead villain role as Ubisoft's biggest shooter franchise. He'll be the dictator of a South American country. You'll be one of the people instigating a revolution against him. Expect sneaking, shooting, and all manner of open world nonsense. Now, there's a lot more games coming for 2021. These are just a few. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in another one.